Okay, well, it's New Year's Eve, and you can see our heater is running in the RV garage, and it's like 70 degrees in here, so it's nice and warm. I'm actually going to be working on a little project. That door back there and the other door, I'm going to put the doorknobs and the strike on there, so we can have this whole place set up.
This is temporary, yeah. I'll tighten up the door. Layup.
Oh.
Yep, these are just temporary.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure because I don't want round. If you have round doorknobs, don't think I'm dishing your doorknobs. Dishing? Dissing.
Listen.
Don't think I'm dissing your doorknobs. It's just a preference thing.
All right, we had a little bit of a shaking problem with the heater. So, you know, it's New Year's Day, and I know I'm not going to get my service guy out here. So, basically, put that wire up. Let's focus in on that. I put a wire in there to basically support the motor to give it a little stability on that channel iron. Then I put that block of wood from the wall to the fan, and it seems to be going a lot better. So, well, I don't know what 2025 looks like to you guys where you are, but this is what it looks like where we are. It got down to about 4 degrees last night, and we haven't had any new snow, but it's super cold. It's a beautiful morning.
I'm out here working on the chicken coop by myself, so I had to take this board off right here that we have the little holes in, and I'm gonna have to build the wall over here because I don't have enough space in there to build the wall. I'm having to move everything over here. This is the piece of board right here, and I'm gonna go ahead and mark them and screw them in, and then at some point Claude will come and help me carry the wall back over there. Oh yeah, and of course we need more wood, so later on this evening we're gonna go run to Home Depot and get some more wood. I'm having to improvise a little bit because the plans that I bought on Etsy, it's actually from another YouTuber who built this chicken coop, and I like the style, so I bought the plans, but they're not like architectural plans. It's kind of like, I don't know. I mean, it's a pretty good plan, but when it really comes down to the numbers, there's a lot of issues. So we're having to, you know, do things differently, but hopefully it'll still work out. All right, you can see back behind me, I got my sidewall done, but I need this piece of wood right here. That's what we need to go get at Home Depot. It's like 4:20, and this is the only thing I got done on the chicken coop today. I had to go run to the condo because we had guests arriving, and so I had to do stuff with that, and I don't know, it's just like the time just goes by so quick.
Okay, well, it's Friday morning, and we've got that nice cloud cover. It's very early, so you can see we've got a lot of beautiful skies out there today. Anyway, looks like we got some contractors here. Let's go see what's going on.
This morning I'm on my way to Burton Lumber to get the rest of the lumber for the chicken coop, And we were supposed to do that last night. I think I mentioned that earlier or yesterday. But we got a little distracted and went over to help a friend with something last night, thinking we had enough time to get to Home Depot. Well, Home Depot closed at 9, not at 10. Having a good morning so far. We have electricians at the house, going over the light plan with Claude, and we have the excavator there who's digging out the rest of the dirt for them to come and build that little side roof off of the RV garage. So finally some more action happening after the holidays. We're getting back into the swing of things.
It's like you had some people help you with this.
No. They said, go in the yard and pick it up. Or if you need help, let us know. I'm like, okay. Actually, the thing that took the longest was I couldn't figure out which one was the 10 feet one because they weren't marked. So finally some guy came out and he goes, you need help? I'm like, yeah, I need to know which one's 10 feet and I don't have a tape measure. So.
Put it on the account?
Yeah. It was, I think like $35. That's kind of expensive, huh? For 6 pieces of wood. Is that more than Home Depot?
I wouldn't think. We did it perfectly.
He's lying.
We have to add 1 piece of wood, and then it's perfect. Looking good. Getting all the taping done. All right, man, we have a lot going on today. I'll have the excavation done for the carport, and that way we'll be able to get the excavator finished up here. We're gonna put the gravel in today, and that way we get the concrete guy back out here and pour that slab, and then we'll be ready to start framing out the last portion of the RV garage. And of course, just having, you know, more concrete out here that we can use to put stuff on and get out of the mud. It seems like a little thing, but it's really a big deal. I think out of everything that's happened with the build, I think the thing that's frustrating me the most is just the constant, you know, we're living in a construction site and you just can't keep anything clean. So it's pretty frustrating, but first world problems, right? So I get it. You know, when it's wet, it's cold, you can never, it's either frozen ice or it's mud, not much in between. I kind of wish that it would just get really cold and just stay frozen. It would at least be clean because the snow would be on top. But I guess you can't have everything. Okay, I like the authentic parcel wrapping job they did. They wrapped it just like a parcel. I mean,
What is it, babe?
what is it?
Yeah.
It's a fat head.
No, it's a belated gift from
Oh.
your son to
A
you
Christmas present from my son
and his wife.
and his wife. Let's see what we got here.
Hold on, let me show mine real quick. Mine is that right over there. What does that say?
It says, every smack you make, every meal you bake, every bite you take, I'll be watching you.
And it has Leia on there.
And that is 100%
Very accurate.
true.
She looks really tired. I took her on a 2-mile walk earlier.
He's a professional beggar.
Yeah.
And she does a good job. She works at it. She's full-time. Oh, this is pretty cool. Powder room.
Ah,
Say ski run signs.
cool.
Which I don't know what the powder room is, but
I think it means like the bathroom,
oh,
but it's a ski sign.
oh, that's pretty cool.
I like it.
Except it should be a double diamond for me.
Right. Whatever.
Yeah, it's cool. I like it.
Good job, Nate and
That'll
Martha.
definitely go in the house.
Yeah. All right, I got the last wall, outside wall built. Then I'll have to do the little interior wall. But first, I need to get Claude out here to help me put this thing up.
Whoa!
Okay, just
Everything I'm stepping on is just going out from my feet.
Just slow down. Slow your move, Joe.
Whoa!
It's a chicken coop.
Still a structure.
I know it's a structure, but it can be a little crooked. Once we get all the walls up, nobody's gonna know. Right?
All right, come over here. Well, that's level. This is level. This probably is. What I need to do is get up there and unscrew that board. And we could level this out. It's not level up there is the problem. All right, we can fix all that. All right, but the main thing is you got a structure.
I couldn't have built what I built so far without you. So thank you. So I'm really good. Sorry, we're getting a little gravel delivered. So I'm really good at cutting wood. Well, I'm okay at cutting wood. I'm good at
You got better.
I'm good I'm good at screwing things into the wood, but I'm terrible at measurements and because those plans are not completely accurate.
Yeah, they're not.
It's hard for me to figure out exactly. So if Claude weren't here, this would not be happening. And I wouldn't be able to pick these walls up by myself either. So
It's true.
yeah. But so far I feel like I'm doing pretty good. I've been doing most of it myself.
Yep.
You guys, the boys helped with the floor thing. All right, so the next thing, I need to go look on the plans. I don't know if it's this wall or if it's the ceiling joist, but I think it's the ceiling joist, right?
Probably the joist would
Yeah.
be my guess. But we really can't do that until we put that. We got to fix these top plates. We got to secure these corners really well. So we've got some strapping to do and things like that before we can move forward.
Can I do that today? I just need to get a ladder.
I need to figure out what kind of strapping we need. I think we had an extra board, right?
Yes.
So we need to measure that, cut that in. But I need to find some strapping. Let me go look in the I'll go look in the our overflow of extra everything. And see what we have.
Construction materials?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, this is that muddy mess that I keep talking about. Come the afternoon, it's just one big happy mud fest.
I think we're about to get some gnarly weather. Got a little snow cover last night, not as much as we thought, but just enough so that when it warms up, it's just gonna make it even more soupy out here, right?
Yep.
But at least we can walk down the driveway and not be a disaster. Leia's loving it. It's okay. No problema.
Well, this morning we came in here and there was condensation all over on the windows because, they put all this mud in here, and of course the mud's wet and it's drying up. And we don't have the furnace on yet, so until we get the furnace on, which hopefully will be tomorrow, we don't have a way to pull the moisture out of the air. The garage unit does a little bit better job of pulling the moisture because there's, natural gas is burning in there, so it will, that unit will naturally burn off some of the moisture in the air as it's heating. But the rest of this space is just kind of closed in. So we opened up the doors and let some of the cooler air in, and we cleaned all the excess moisture out where we could. And we're
So all that's gonna have to be redone, correct?
they're gonna probably have to redo some of that. I don't know if that's gonna ruin the drywall down there.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like they're gonna have to re-mud it.
I had to let it dry and then sand it down and got it.
I don't think that little bit of moisture is gonna ruin the drywall, as long as it's dried up.
Well, that doesn't fit. Right. Now this one says 3/8 and it works. So I would use maybe these in the top. And then I would
All right, this next part, I probably shouldn't be doing by myself. I'm probably gonna screw this up, but I'm gonna try it anyway. I'm gonna try cutting with the handsaw. We'll see.
I definitely need some kind of different saw for this. So I'm gonna go find out what other tools we have. I think we have a circular saw. I think that's what it's called, unless this is a circular saw. I don't know what this is, but those ones that you hold with your hand that go like this. But I'm kind of scared to use those, so not sure what I'm gonna do. So this is working, and what I'm doing is I don't have the correct tool. I need to go to Home Depot and get that one that has a flat head to it, but basically I've just been putting this in here and then hammering at it to pull these out. I did the other side. It's kind of jankety looking, but hopefully it'll work. I know Claude's gonna die laughing when he sees what I did. What I'm hoping is that when I get it up there, it actually works. We'll see. Let's see. The 2x4 does fit in there, so should work. Just need to get this one little piece off here. Actually. All right, the moment of truth. I'm gonna put this piece of board up and let's see if it works. All right, it looks like it went in, but it's crooked, so now I need to go get a hammer and hammer it in. Well, that was stupid. It's actually supposed to be a foot in. So I just did all that banging. Let me see if I can pull it out now. All at once I can see it put back together. You could call it a vision or a tether. That is not how the plans call for you to do this. What the guy did is he cut a piece of wood at an angle like this, but he made his he made the whole joist kind of go at an angle, and I don't think it's really necessary, in my opinion. The only way I know how to do it. So I think I'm gonna wait and not screw this in, because first of all, I don't know how to screw it in. Now that I'm looking at it, I feel like I need those metal pieces where it fits into the metal piece. And then you screw that into the piece of wood there, and then this down into the piece of wood there. Guess I need to go look in my box and see if I have any of those.
We really have a lot going on today. We have the people from Skyline, the plumbers are here. They're gonna be getting the water main hooked up, which is a big deal. We have our siding people here. We have our electrician here. So quite a bit of action. You know, it's the Monday after the holiday, and you know, everybody's really getting back to regular life. So we're getting a lot of things accomplished. So looks really good. A lot of the nagging things that we've been waiting on are the things that we're getting done. So one of the big quality of life improvements that we're going to get done today is hopefully the water pump and the pressure tank and all of our water treatment, the softener and all that, is going to get hooked up today. And if that works out, then getting water to the RV may be a lot simpler. And I had to be honest with everybody, I had a little bit of a meltdown last night I was trying to fill the RV up with some diesel, and the diesel tank that I had bought started leaking. Of course, diesel is, you know, in the back of the bed of the truck. And, you know, it's just, you know, when life is hard and you're doing the best you can and then something happens, it really affects you mentally, because you're like, life's hard enough, and you know, to have, you know, something fail and create an additional mess that you have to clean up, it's just difficult. And I know it's like, you know, in the grand scheme of things, you know, it's not that big a deal. There's a lot of people that have a lot of, you know, real problems. So, you know, I don't want people to think that I'm not appreciative, or, you know, that you know, I want everything to be perfect and be coddled. But it's just like anything else, you know, when you're doing something and you're in it, you know, and you have another 10 things that need to consume your time, and you're having to consume your time on something else, it just gets to you, you know, mentally. But anyway, I just went outside, said a prayer, and refocused myself, and, you know, told myself that, you know, this is all temporary, and that, you know, God wants us here, and, you know, that evidently these are the trials that he wants to put me through. And you don't want to ever trade, you know, your cross for somebody else's, because I'd rather carry the cross I know than somebody else's. So anyway, it's a great day, and we've got a lot of work to do. I've got definitely a lot of work to do, but I'm really glad that the things that we've been waiting to get taken care of are finally getting done. So here we had to take the door out, and we had to raise it. I don't know if you can see that piece of wood under there, but we had to add that board at the bottom, and then we have to reinstall the door. We had to do this because the height of that door and the height of the door there were two different heights, and of course we're running our deck all the way across there, so it just created a pretty big problem.
Would it be okay at some point just to open it and look at it?
You can.
But you suggest not until, just in case.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
Usually what they'll do sometimes is they'll cut the ends off. To make it
Breathe a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but I think opening the box itself actually voids the warranty on it.
Oh. Okay, I'm not going to touch them.
That's why I recommend whoever's laying it to you.
Yeah, okay. I was just like excited to look at them.
Nice.
Okay. What's going on here, babe? What are they doing?
We are trying to find the connection for the water well to the, so we can connect that blue pipe to it. We're trying to get down there to see where the hell it is.
And what does the connection look like?
Looks like a connection.
Something is over there and she's rolling in it. She's digging,
Yeah.
and then she's rolling in it. Look at her. What?
Yeah.
What the hell could that be?
Who knows? Maybe it's deer poop.
Leia! What are you doing?
Like, don't look at me. You know what? I saw something in there you might like. That's what she needs. She needs to throw that ball. You can work at it, maybe go to the gym.
We're lowering the UC drain for the condensate lines. We're gonna end up moving that a little bit lower. So when we get all the lines tied back into it up top, that it's not going to be so close to the roof, that we're going to have just more room to work with to get it into. So,
And I guess once they get all that buttoned up, we're gonna do the test.
yep.
All right, it's been a day since I've been out here to work on the chicken coop, just because yesterday the weather was so bad and we had so much tractor work going on, excavation work going on, like right here next to the site. They basically moved this pile of rocks right here used to be right there, and Claude had them move it. And just with everything going on, I decided to stay inside and do editing and go to the grocery store and all those kinds of things. So today I'm gonna unscrew all of those things right there and put those little plates in. I guess it's just like an extra safety thing. And I got one of the joists up, so I need to pull that joist down. And I went and bought some chisels the other day, so I got these, and I'm gonna chisel out that little piece right there a little bit better, and then that's gonna be my template, and then I'll do 5 more of those and I'll be ready to do the rest of it after I get those done. Hopefully I get those done today, we'll see. All right, so I got my other piece of wood up here. I'm gonna trace it. You've traced something with a pen, you should always cut on the outside edge right here instead of in here. So, because I know that can throw your cut off. All right, took a little lunch break, had a little conversation with Claude because my measurements were not coming out right over there, so I got that figured out. So now I'm moving a bunch of wood. I moved all this wood that's stacked up over there because I had to come and get the exterior pieces to make the building secure so that it doesn't get unbalanced. So instead of putting up 2x4s to do that, I'm going to go ahead and put a couple of the walls up. And since we're not going to use this for the exterior, like we're going to put siding on top of this, this can just act as another barrier. But first, I need to go down to the crawl space. I need to go find a tool so I can tighten up those bolts right there, because it's going to be a lot harder to tighten those things up with that siding on there. It's definitely a slow process, but you know, anytime you're doing something by yourself, it's going to be slow. All right, so I have another difficulty here, which I feel like the guy on the YouTube channel that built this had the same issue. So these panels right here are 8 feet, okay? And those pieces of wood are also 8 feet, but I still have a gap down there. Well, actually, I take it back. Those pieces of wood are a little bit more than 8 feet because of that piece right there. I wonder if I should have lowered that. I don't know. At this point, putting this up is going to be a 2-person job. So I might as well just get some 2x4s and secure this thing and then just continue on and don't put the sides in right now because I feel like I'm wasting my time. All right, got my boards up. The wind is really picking up, and because I had put that piece of siding on, this whole thing was shaking. So Claude was like, you need to hurry up and put some boards up so that this thing doesn't fall over. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and tighten up all those bolts right there, and probably gonna call it a day because man, it's starting to get really cold with this wind. And I don't know what time it is. It might be like almost 4 o'clock. Kind of wanted to go take the pup for a walk as well before it got dark. But yeah, not very much progress today, but guess I'm living and learning. This is what it's all about. It's so dang cold. My fingertips, I can't even, like, they're just burning at this point. So I'm really just gonna wrap this up. I wanted to get a couple more boards up, but can't do it.
All right, that's all we have for you today. And remember, unplug
Reconnect.
and seek adventure. Yay! High five. High five.
Hey, we're recording this closing because I have to go out of town, so I still don't know who the winner is, but in this video will be the winner. So whoever the winner is, please email us and send us your address. Our email is in the description below. I will mail that tripod to you. So whoever you are,
Congratulations, yay!
see you next Saturday.